Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the South Carolina versus Georgia college basketball matchup on Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text that number you see on the screen. They're not available on the website. But let's get to this one. South Carolina taking on Georgia, SEC college basketball matchup. Border war. These two teams are rivals and big-time rivals, and we will definitely be seeing that in this one. You know, usually when we think SEC and rivalries, all we think about is football. But trust me, they exist in basketball, and we see them across, as conference play continues on. South Carolina is a perfect 9-0 at home, 6-3 against the number, 8-2 straight up in their last 10. The Gamecocks, we saw them take a big jump forward last year, and I'll tell you what, they've taken another leap forward this year. The Georgia Bulldogs, 12-4 on the season. Credibility from Mike White, 2-0 straight up and against the number on the road, but 7-8-1 against the number this season and 9-1 in his last 10 games. It's hard for me to even say that because it's a guy that I've bashed for so many years and his head coaching. When we look at this series, it's been all South Carolina, with Georgia grabbing one home win last year, but outside, and South Carolina still covered the spread in that thing. But in the last 10 meetings, 9 wins for South Carolina, 1 win for Georgia, 9 covers for South Carolina, 1 cover for Georgia. Both those were in underdog roles on the road. Meanwhile, when we look at Georgia coming in, they had a really nice winning streak going on. That win at Florida State. They opened their conference schedule with wins at Missouri and Arkansas, who are 2 lighter teams within the conference. I think we got to, call it what it is. And then the loss last time out at Tennessee. They covered the spread, and in fact, the Bulldogs were ahead in that game for a good portion of it. Tennessee looked to be in trouble in Knoxville, but once again, that's just the whole thing about Mike White and his coaching. He's going to coach you right out of some wins, and I believe he did that in the last one. When we look at South Carolina, pretty good run so far in the SEC. A win against a very, very good Mississippi State team that is knocking off a lot of teams very quietly. A loss at Alabama. They only scored 47 points in that game, and as bad as they played there, I think it is forgivable because at Alabama, super tough. And then a win against Missouri where they were 3.5-point dogs against the Tigers. Something was just a little bit off there in that odds making. They had the loss to at Clemson in the ACC SEC challenge, but they covered the spread in that thing. I like the way the Gamecocks are playing, certainly much, much improved. Georgia's offense is shaky at best and super inconsistent. They can shoot the 3 decently. They have a lot of very good young players. Meanwhile, South Carolina's defense, how do you turn a program around the fastest? Start D'ing up and shooting 3s, and that is what South Carolina, exactly what they do. They D it up. They don't shoot the 3s particularly well, but they shoot them a lot better than they did. The Georgia defense has certainly turned it on, and that's why they've improved as well. But like I said, in a border war, rivalry, and all that other type stuff, very, very tough to win on the road. I'm going to take South Carolina, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on all the most favorable bets on the board today.